Alright, so last time we were playing the game until my Elgato rudely just decided to not work. But I got it working after restarting the computer. Anyway.
You're not one of these third-rate assassins, I can tell. But if you or anyone else puts a hand on me, I'm answering with my axes. I've been cutting down these mercenaries for the better part of the day. I'm guessing my target knows I'm on to her and has started sending them my way. My associate, Harn Orenvi, might know something about it, but I can't bring this heat to him. More like gather information. And if you're offering, I can pay you. Harn usually holds court at the Outlaw's Refuge. He'll be the only one there with bodyguards. Ask him if Raynilla Treveri's been through recently. Got it?
I got it.
Fair warning. Harn might ask you for a favor in return for information. I can pay you back, but you don't get paid until I get paid, and I don't get paid until I find Raynilla. Make sure you get something good. I'll find you after you're done.
That sounds good to me.
And listen, don't mention me to Harn. It probably won't do you any favors.
Ah, go away, fly.
I don't feel so good. Should have stayed in bed.
You should be at work.
I usually have this spot all to myself. Well, you can have it today, stranger. I don't feel up to fishing. Good luck to you. I'm going back to bed. Did she? Not the first time the portmaster sent someone to fetch me. But you can tell her I won't be much help today. I fell ill after inspecting the Stormwing when it arrived in the port the other day.
Oh, so something on the boat
Now
is
that you
making
mention
people
it,
sick.
the air in the lower hold smelled unhealthy. And the passengers kind of gave me a bad feeling, though I can't rightly say why. Look, tell the portmaster I'm sick and can't work today. For once, that's the truth.
Will do. I don't know why I'm running when I have a horse. Oh, this not go where I wanted it to go, but that's pretty cool. That is not a book.
again. And without that good-for-nothing lazy
He's
Randus
sick.
in tow. Ugh, I told you before, I don't have any time to waste on nonsense today. Well enough to go fishing, but too sick to work. A likely story. Ugh, I should drop everything and go catch him in his lie. Then I'd have a reason to dismiss him and hire a competent assistant. First you shout plague. Then I hear that several of the dock workers who unloaded the Stormwing took ill. Now Randus. All right, go investigate the Stormwing. If you find anything incriminating, I want to hear about it.
What's going on with the Stormwing? Nobody wants to go near that ship.
Good question. I hear it's full of skeevers, and it arrived with a prelate from the temple.
Interesting. No one's gone near it since the temple priests disembarked. Not even a rat.
Probably cultists of some sort. My guess, anyway.
You don't think the ship is haunted? Haunted and cursed.
Until we know what's going on, I'm giving that ship a wide berth.
The lower deck. Well, that's not good. I mean, I feel like that's enough evidence, but apparently it's not. Ugh. Came looking for something and then something killed you. Oh, maybe it wasn't even the skeevers. I guess the skeevers died down here as well?
What's going on with the Stormwing? Nobody wants to go near that ship.
Good question. I hear it's full of skeevers, and it arrived with a prelate from the temple.
No one's gone near it since the temple priests disembarked. Not even the rat.
Probably cultists of some sort. That's my guess, anyway. You're back. I was worried maybe you were... If I have to turn away one more family... Did you learn anything at the Stormwing about a sickness or a plague? And did the temple really send Prelate Forum to the necropolis? An imposter? Let me see what you found. I knew there was something wrong the moment I saw the prelate. Oh, I suppose I should call him Blightcrown. What kind of name is that? And what does a devotee of Pariite want in the necropolis? All sorts of relics and heirlooms are stored in the catacombs with the ancestors. And with Pariite cultists loose inside, Abbot Ilvel and the Keepers are in terrible danger.
Terrible
I need to get into the
danger.
necropolis.
Terrible.
But how? The main door is locked. I don't. Wait. When I wanted to slip out after curfew, I used the cellar that connects to the city's underways. I doubt Blightcrown or his attendants know about it. Meet me in the tunnel behind the necropolis. I think I can get us inside from there.
I mean, why not? Why don't we just blow open the door?
Is on the west side of the necropolis. You'll find the cellar door in an alcove on your right. I'll post a notice about the closure and join you there. We can't let Pariite's cult rummage through the catacombs. I'll meet you in the underways. Over here, friend. I rarely use trapdoor. You go first. Go on. That trap...
Swear to God, if you lock me in here.
No one around, just as I hoped. The chapel is through the doorway and up the stairs. To the right, friend. The door to the chapel is at the end of the hall.
Oh, can I not read these bookshelves?
Locked? The chapel is never locked. Can you pick it? If not, Curate Zancon leaves his key on a shelf to the northwest. Those sensors, whatever they're emitting, reeks. Destroy the sensors. They're sickening these keepers.
know anything about a full
Abbot Ilfeld is in
Please.
danger. Prelate Farum put one of those foul censers in his chamber.
I know nothing of Prior Durdrin's tomb. Leave me be.
They ask so many questions. Please, help the others.
That's all of them. Let's go check on Abbot Ilvel.
Okay, you can stop now.
Blightcrown is with the abbot? His chambers are to the north when we're done here. The abbot! Destroy that foul censer, friend.
No, brother, stop. Fulcrum Obscura. Durdrin's tomb in the lower catacombs.
Poor Abbot Ilvel. He's delirious. What did he say about the lower catacombs? How insidious. Blightcrown made the Keepers of the Dead sick so he could question them in their fevered state. And also he could find some old relic hidden in the necropolis? Why go to all the trouble? Hermaeus Mora? The Keepers of the Dead have nothing to do with the Lord of Secrets. And I never heard of anything called the Fulcrum Obscura. Wait, how do you know all this? Are you a cultist too? Endangers Nirn? I'm just a minor curate working in the necropolis. Feuds between Daedric princes are beyond me. Still, I want to help. Finding anything in the catacombs will take time. We might be able to catch up with Blightcrown if we hurry. Prior Durdrin founded the necropolis and our order. Abbot Ilvel idolized him. Told me the prior was obsessed with Necrom's history and had received a special charge from Lord Vivek. There's a key to the catacombs in the desk. Hurry, friend. Take the key from the desk and head to the catacombs. The door is through the chapel and to the north. I'll stay with Abbot Ilvel. Do what I can until he recovers. Just be careful. The door to the catacombs is through the chapel and to the north. Prior Durdrin's tomb is deep inside.
Keep looking. Like crowns and mounds, we find the relic.
approaches, Tovasard. Quick, take the relic.
The relic broke. Still, this portion contains the power we need. I leave our guests to you, Black Crown.
The time to hide is over. Behold Blight Crown, most favored priest of Perryites. I leave you with a blessing from the Prince of Pestilence.
You're back. Look, Abbot Ilvel is awake and feeling much better.
Is
That's
this
good.
the one, Gadain? You saved many lives, friend. Come, talk with me. Young Gadain told me of your mission for the Prince of Fate. A strange and perilous ally. But I thank you for saving the necropolis. We owe you our lives. What happened in the catacombs? Did you find the impostor who called himself Prelate Farum?
I did.
Interesting. I know Prior Durdrin cavorted with Daedra, but there was no mention of Perryites in any of the chronicles. At least I see that you recovered the rest of the relic. I have no idea what they think it can do, or if it even still functions. Oh, hold on to it, of course. Gadain said that fate led you to us. I can only assume it was because of the Fulcrum Obscura. It must have a role in whatever trials you must face to save Nirn. Yes, my young charge told me everything.
Oh,
He does
that's
that.
useful.
Just this. I am in no condition to help you recover the relic. None of the Keepers are. Well, none except Gadain. I will send our young curate with you. Search out these villains, put a stop to their scheme, and recover the Fulcrum Obscura.
Okay.
Gadain, go with this adventurer. Retrieve the stolen piece of Fulcrum Obscura. You need to see more of the world anyway.
Go? But... Yes, Abbot. I'll do it. Friend, a word, please? I never traveled far from Necrom. Barely left the Telvanni Peninsula, and that was just one trip to Mournhold with Abbot Ilvel. The Abbot has given me a mission, though, and I mean to complete it. Just tell me what to do, and I'll follow your lead. The Necrom Bindery? I thought that place was abandoned. Of course I'll meet you there. Oh, and the Abbot authorized me to give you this. For exposing Blightcrown and saving the necropolis. They got away with part of the relic, but we'll get it back.
Yeah, leveled up.
your work here is done, Proxy. Still we... That dark elf also bears the mark of fate. I shall speak with you momentarily, Kiret. Fate's threads still lead to 2 other locations. Choose another portal, Proxy.
Talk? To me? Of course. Go on, friend. I'll see you soon.
Come, Proxy. Fate dictates that I join you at this location. The threads of fate draw both of us to this place, Proxy. Telrendis, once the home of a powerful Telvanni magister named Meln the Mouthless, but now abandoned. From what I could ascertain, no one knows what happened to the wizard of this tower. That has yet to be determined. One of the strands of fate revealed to me converges at this location. More than that, Hermaeus Mora expects us to learn for ourselves. Of the 3 sites, this one requires that I be on hand to assist you. I never said it was more important, just that fate requires both of us here. More than that, we shall need to determine. I do sense a lingering presence, a connection to Apocrypha. Help me investigate this place and Hermaeus Mora will reward you. I wish to survey the tower and its grounds. The threads of fate hang over this place like cobwebs of possibility and consequence. Let us explore the center of the compound and see where those threads take us. The Telvanni are one of the great Dunmer houses. They focus on magic and the arcane arts, and they consider power, ruthlessness, and ambition to be paramount. We must be careful in our dealings with them, for they are nothing if not dangerous. Yes, but I could not learn much. Just that he owns this tower, but has not been seen in some time. The place is considered abandoned. He was a Telvanni Magister, the highest rank in the house, second only to the Archmagister. Telvanni Masters and Magisters avoid undue socializing, fearing threats from all directions. So they appoint agents to represent them, mouths. Meln eschewed the practice, hence they called him Mouthless. I expect his tower to be a fortress. Dusksabers here. Careful, Proxy. These vampire mercenaries opposed us when we searched for the Emerald Glyphic. Feel the current of fate flow through you. The vampire mercenaries. The tower's defenses have them well occupied.
Wait, hold on. Head. Oh good, you stopped. Telehulan. The tower at Ald Isra's east end. Inside there's a green mushroom. By that mushroom there's a dark elf. She'll probably insult you. She's my contact. Deliver this letter, then walk away with a pocket full of... Better you don't know. But fine. There's a spy among the Assembly of Masters. My contact's here to end the threat. Look, can you take this letter to her? Don't open it, don't look at it, don't talk about it. Hand it over and you're done. Remember, a dark elf by a green mushroom and tell Hulan. Tell her, both light and shadow can be deadly. She'll reply, though only one chases the other. Then hand over the letter, and she'll give you gold. Now, go while I lead my pursuers away. The people working for the spy. That's my assumption, at least. When a dagger flew past my head, I took off. Look, you don't want to know any more about this. You don't need details to deliver a letter, and the more you know, the greater the danger. It's just another Telvanni town. Its claim to fame is that the Assembly of Masters congregates there. Look, I'm from the other side of Morrowind. I just had orders to meet my contact here and deliver that letter. Want to know more? Ask a local. Get to Tel Hulan. I'll draw off my pursuers.
Flank, now!
Master Shell ready. The tower's defenses continue to oppose us.
Meln was thorough, I'll give him that. Any word from the tower?
No progress yet. I'll keep you informed.
See that you do, Captain. You there? Come for... I expected to have Telrendis all to myself today. And you're certainly not one of Captain Zenfis's vampire mercenaries. So, who are you, and why have you come to this tower?
I'm a Zarkin.
Abandoned, yes, but not without its defenses. Telrendis is a dangerous place, Fla. I advise you not to interfere with the Dusksabers. And it seems Meln the Mouthless left Telrendis well protected, as my mercenaries can test. Oh, the Telvanni Magister who owned this place. He's been missing for decades. The old fool possessed a book that I very much want to add to my library. Scavenge if you will, as long as you understand the book is mine. Indeed, you don't look like a Daedric cultist. Running errands for Daedra is frowned upon in most lands, but I appreciate your honesty. My Dusksabers are stymied, and Meln warded his tower against other Telvanni such as myself. Perhaps you can help. Find a way into the tower and breach Meln's defenses so I can recover the book I seek. You can then attend to your business with the gratitude of a Telvanni master. So what do you say? Do we have an agreement? I suggest you begin with the old Telrendis Hall to the southwest of this camp. Captain Zenfis reports that his Dusksabers are having a difficult time there. If you can succeed where they have so far failed, I will make it worth your while. There are no cultists here. Only my Dusksabers, and the defenders Meln the Mouthless left behind. But I'm curious about how you are acquainted with Torvasad. Where did you encounter him? In some quarters it's impolite to ask about such things. I'm a Telvanni master. I know many Dremora. My dealings with them are not your concern. But if you must know, I had no part in whatever happened in Necrom.
If you say so.
But the tower remains the crux of our investigation here. Let us find a way in.
Oh my god, I died. Oh shit, everybody died.
Restore your strength.
Fuck! Everything seemed to be going well, and then all of a sudden, dead.
Let the threads of fate restore your strength.
Oh my god, we did it. It's dead. That was intense. Oh, I don't like it in here. Okay, this is not so bad anymore.
A magical ward seals that door. What happened here, mercenary?
What happened here? The ward killed my comrade. Not easy to do to a Dusksaber.
Banish the cook.
I thought we had little to fear from old tricks and traps, but look what happened to my comrade. Dead as the last swit who stepped out of line across the Dusksabers. Speaking of, who are you and what are you doing here? Nalia tried to push through the ward on that door. The note over there suggests that something in this room disarms the trap. Clearly, she guessed wrong. I think this strange lens is part of the puzzle. We found it by the note. Here, you take it. We obviously weren't able to figure it out. I'll be damned if I try to use it again. If Shoreni sent you, by all means, be my guest. I'm just going to stand back here.
Lenses such as that can reveal hidden things. Look through it, Proxy. Look for anything glowing. That should be the switch to dispel the ward.
The ward is gone. Master Shoreni must be informed at once.
This is our opportunity. Lead the way, Proxy. This portal should take us to the tower.
I'm in.
We have reached the lower level of the tower. There should be more portals to take us higher, Proxy. Your strength.
Dare enter the Tower of Meln, Magister of the Telvanni? Turn back or be destroyed!
I'm gonna ignore you.
A spirit. Ignore it and keep going, Proxy.
You aid that thief and liar, Shoreni Barrow! Provoke me at your own risk, intruder! insult enough. Now she sends you to steal my book.
Is this spirit actually
Prepare to face the fury of Meln the Mouthless, Magister of the Telvanni! Or we could have a nice chat and discuss this like civilized people.
A reasonable request. Speak to the spirit, Proxy.
If there's one thing I learned in death, it's how foolish the living can be. I know all that passes in my home, intruder. I heard your bargain with that so-called Master Shareni Barrow. You have given my murderer access to my... Why does a Telvanni do anything? Ambition, power, greed. 20 years ago, I stood in Shareni's path. An obstacle to the higher rank she craved. She requested a meeting. Instead of negotiating, she killed me and tried to steal my prized possession. Oh, just all the contingencies I had in place. With my last breath, I banished her from the tower and set all the wards and defenses. They held perfectly well, until you mucked everything up. She'll have no trouble stealing my black book now. The Tormenting Eye, a tome of forbidden secrets. I see Hermaeus Mora's mark on you and your companion. If you don't know about the black books, she can tell you more. Shareni Barrow is careless in her pursuit of power. She must not possess my book. Two things protect my book. The spell of illegibility I cast upon it, and the fact that without my aid, it will take her time to break the spell on her own. Still, I'd rather she never get her hands on it. Stop her, and I'll find a way to reward you.
The thread becomes clear. Hermaeus Mora sent us to recover the Black Book.
The Black Book is mine. And with this soul gem, I also have this miserable spirit. Meln comes with me.
And I thought this day couldn't get any worse.
Oof.
I knew a Telvanni master would be formidable. Come, Proxy. We have plans to make. The threads of fate here are tied to three things. Master Shelreni, Meln the Mouthless, and the Black Book. That was the connection to Apocrypha I sensed here. Black Books are creations of Hermaeus Mora and his realm. Black Books are relics of Apocrypha. Each holds a different secret. Most are kept in the vast libraries of Hermaeus Mora's realm, but he sometimes gifts one to a mortal. In addition to forbidden knowledge, each serves as a portal to Apocrypha. That is a secret the one who knows has not yet shared with me. I can count the number of Black Books I know about on one hand, and each is unique. Only one copy of each book exists. This is the first I have heard of one titled The Tormenting Eye. We must free Meln the Mouthless from Master Shelreni's grasp and retrieve the Black Book. But to do that, we need more information. Look around, Proxy. If Meln was indeed murdered here, there might be proof of Shelreni's villainy. The body of Meln the Mouthless. It is clear he was murdered at this very spot.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
letter from Master Shelreni's mouth. That meeting must have been when Meln was murdered. Meln the Mouthless let down his guard and paid the ultimate price. His body has remained here forgotten and undisturbed for decades because he preferred solitude above all else. Now Master Shelreni has both Meln's spirit and his Black Book. To recover Meln and his Black Book, you must find Master Shelreni, and the letter you discovered explains how to do that. Go to the Assembly of Masters at Old Isra and question Shelreni's mouth, Vabdru. He shall know how to reach her. No, here our paths diverge. I leave Mouth Vabdru and Meln in your hands. While you pursue the spirit, I shall research the Black Book and contemplate the other threads of fate. I must determine how this factors into the threat against Apocrypha. Master Shelreni has trapped Meln's spirit in a soul gem. You must retrieve that gem or destroy it. Go to Old Isra and find Shelreni's aide, Mouth Vabdru. He must have an office in the tower called... The Telvanni Assembly of Masters meets there. Well, their representatives do. The Masters themselves rarely bother to make an appearance. That is what they have mouths for. You want to go to Telvara. The mouths work out of that tower in Old Isra. The Masters leave day-to-day concerns to their mouths. Their own arcane studies are far more important to them, and they try to avoid direct interaction with their rivals whenever possible. The fate that befell Meln is not an uncommon one. This portal leads outside. You must travel to Old Isra from there. Defenses around Tel Hulin play havoc with portal magic.
Any delay is unacceptable. We hired the Morag Tong to deal with this problem.
Bellow all you want. It won't change my process.
Outrageous! How dare you...
Master Phobes, a word, if I may.
I know the effect I have on people. I either scare them or attract them, and they can't take their eyes off me. But few ever dare approach me, let alone try to strike up a conversation. So, what do you want to say to me, hero? though only one chases the other. Alright, it's obvious Folsey sent you, and she gave you the code of a courier. That tells me you have something for me. Go on then. Hand it over. Folsey can fend for herself. Right now, I need to see if she learned anything to point me to the true identity of my target. Tridecim, the name on the writ, is an alias. Interesting. According to Folsey, House Drez established a camp to the south. Folsey seems to think so. Since you want to get paid, how about you help me out? I need to assassinate a spy and tell Hulan. But to do that, I need to figure out who actually deserves my blade. It's quite legal. I have a Morag Tong writ of execution. A binding document that gives me the authority to eliminate the name on the writ. We figure out who Tridecim actually is, I finish the job, you get paid, and we go home. Not together, necessarily. Depends on my mood. So, what do you say? Congratulations, you're my new Folsey. First, go to the servants' quarters to the west and ask Akigo about the spy. Then visit the Drez camp to the south and see if they have any connection to this Tridecim. I need to keep watch here, just in case. You think we've reached that point in our relationship where I smile, wink, and divulge all my deepest, darkest secrets? Hero, you couldn't handle that sort of revelation. Just do the job, get paid, and you never have to see me again. Fine. I belong to the finest league of assassins in Tamriel. In Morrowind, we're part of the legal establishment. Instead of going to war, the leaders of the great houses employ us to settle scores and keep the peace. By eliminating anyone who threatens the stability of the system. The great houses of the Dark Elves exist in a precarious balance. Without us, violence between them would spill into the open, rather than staying behind closed doors and false smiles.
No, Sulis. I'm out of patience. We need this finished now!
Master Foves, calm your
Come, Gita. Leave the hireling to her work.
Yes, Master Foves.
Well, unlike Foves, I am at your service should you require anything.
I have nothing to say. Word travels fast in old Isra, outsider. I heard you work with the Dark Lady. Last time she came through, I had to clean up 3 bodies. If she sent you to ask for my help again, the answer is, politely, no. I do not want her to be angry with me. Just information? No risk to scale or tail? Very well. I don't know about a spy, but a servant leaves the quarters late every Sundas and Midas night, then returns early the next morning. No idea who, but there's always a strange smell the next day. What? No. It's locked for a reason. We servants don't have that much. I won't let a stranger in to go through our meager belongings. Nope, this key stays right here with me. Oh, I didn't expect you to be reasonable. That's refreshing.
I wasn't going to be. I don't have the perk.
My masters beat me enough as it is. But I happen to know that Garntz leaves his key on a table in the courtyard when he's working. Now, go away.
Did you see that woman outside? If looks could kill, she wouldn't need those knives. Was that you, rummaging around upstairs? If you're a new servant, then I hope you learn to respect other people's belongings. Also, and I'll try to say this gently, your smell is quite pungent. Well, last week, the head steward assigned me to Master Sulis's quarters. He's friendly in public, but exceedingly mean behind closed doors. I heard him talking with Masters Foves and Filsey about a secret project, but I didn't get any details. I have, and I wish they'd do it quietly. I won't tell the head steward, but they could repay my discretion by not disturbing my sleep. And no, I don't know who it is. Staying ignorant means I don't need to lie when... Yes, and it's right in front of me. Have you been wrestling in the swine pond? Probably with the servant that sneaks out late at night, I imagine. Please take that smell and leave. We've been trying to air out this place for weeks. Well, last week, the head steward assigned me to Master...
Hey, hero. Find anything pertinent to my writ? Notice how the servants around here love me. They know I'm here for bigger scribs than them. Well, come to think of it, I have had a writ or two for servants over the years. 3, actually. Anyway, find anything useful in there? You brought me a jar. Ugh, it reeks like Asha's undergarments. Why in the world would a servant need a jar of Kaguti musk? I can't think of a single useful purpose other than to stink up the place. Did Akigo have any useful information? Well, I'd say you'd found the source of the smell. But why go out on specific nights just to return with a jar of stink? Could it be some sort of weird romantic rendezvous? That's no courting ritual that I'm familiar with. Anything else? Now that's interesting. Certainly worthy of the efforts of a spy, depending on the nature of the project. Let's you and I keep this to ourselves for now. See what else we can learn about this secret project.
Well, that sucks. I didn't finish reading that, so I lost it. I won't respawn if I take all. If I don't take all of it. Crap. Well, it doesn't look like anyone is showing up. I don't want to fight it by myself. Oh my god, another one spawned already? It's a little frightening at how often that thing spawns. Oh, thank you. Cool that killed it like 3 times now.
Over here, hero. Got anything? Felsi's report didn't do this place justice. This isn't a camp. It's a House Drez foothold in House Telvanni territory. Any chance you found anything that will help us find the spy in there? You think we've reached that point in our relationship where I smile, wink, and divulge all? Fine. By eliminating anyone who threatens the stability of the system. You mean other than the fact that I have it? It was part of the writ, provided by whichever scribe the because Felsi thought me knowing about it was important enough to involve you.
Thought I had investigated the camp. Well, that's why it popped up to talk to Nario. Am I being targeted by that thing even though I'm not fighting it? That's a little rude. Yeah, see, there's no objective here.
Over here, hero. Got anything? Felsy's report didn't do this place justice. This isn't a camp. Well, that narrows down the list of suspects. Add all this to that jar of Kakuti musk you found in the servants' quarters, and I think we're getting close to catching our spy. Using false names to identify the masters. Clever. And demonstrates a sense of humor. Not quite yet. This could just be another diversion. Let's not jump to too many conclusions just yet. So it appears that an aide or servant leaves messages for House Drez at the Kukudi nests to the north, using the musk to keep from being attacked. First, go to Tel Hulan and update Master Sulis. Then we'll check on those nests. The clues indicate that Tridecim is an aide to one of the masters, who also sleeps in the servant quarters. They use Kukudi musk to approach the northern nests to exchange messages with House Drez.
Ah, you're assisting the Morag Tong agent, correct? As busy as I am, I can always spare a moment for the hired help. Oh, that is good to hear. Even though the Assembly enacted the writ, I know that Naryu is under no obligation to keep us informed. I appreciate it. I know better than to ask for specific details. The Morag Tong prefers to work unhindered. Anything else? The Masters send representatives to the Assembly, our mouths. They have the authority to speak in our names. Some sessions require a Master or two to attend, as well as any aides and servants. Scribes take notes so every Master can stay informed. You did you? Interesting. Yes, I'm working on something with Masters Foves and Thilsey. We've been meeting frequently until fairly recently. Then Foves stopped attending. He's worried about the spy. His aide delivers him notes after each meeting. A very informative update. Thank you. Now you should get back to it. We'll all feel safer and more secure once this spy has been dealt with. Permanently. Not especially. I suggest we change topics. To a Telvanni master such as myself, everyone is a spy and a threat. It's something of our way of life. Hence the need for you and the Morag Tong assassin. A fresh set of eyes and a dagger to get the job done. I suggest you get back to it.
Hireling, I hope you have a strong sense of discretion. Talking to Master Sulis like that may not be wise. I have concerns about him. Have you and the assassin made progress? I totally understand. What some call paranoia, I call prudent caution. This spy could cause irreparable damage to the Assembly, if not to House Telvanni itself. Tell me, what did you and Master Sulis talk about just now? Did he now? How easily he let slip confidential information to a stranger. I know others find me grating, but I've spent my life making House Telvanni stronger. This spy threatens our stability. I need you to find them, eliminate this threat. I don't like this feeling of the wolves at the door. Your confidence encourages me. Thank you for talking with me. Now I must go. I swear my aide Gito is avoiding me. Just between us, he's let his grooming lapse. His odor is quite unpleasant. Oh, Alam Gito. Yes, he's been my loyal assistant for a number of years. Maybe I've been working him too hard. Seems like he has no time to keep up his appearance. And the smell! Perhaps I should get him a room outside the servants' quarters.
Can't they keep the servants inside during the day? Here's the other one. You bleed before I let you find our spy.
Interesting. Let's talk where there's some fresh air.
Here's the other one. You'll bleed before I let you find our spy.
I smell like a goody. This
Here's the other one. Before I let you find our spy.
I smell like Master Foves' aid. Interesting. Once House Drez heard about the writ, they must have panicked. Not so fast, hero. Have we found everything here at the Kagudi? Ugh, what's that on the letter? Are you sure that's just mud? Why don't you just read it to me from... Ah, probably that secret project the servant mentioned. Foves is part of the project, so as his trusted aide, Gito Bristleback, Sparrow, that letter, and the Drez camp explained these code names. This means Master Foves worked with Gito this whole time. They even tried to frame Master Sulis as the spy.
You'll bleed before I let you find our spy.
I smell like Master Fo... Ugh, what? Ah, Bristleback. My next step is quite clear. I kill Gito. The writ cup. Meet me in Tel Hulin. We can finish this there.
Tell me, assassin, have you dealt with our spy?
Not yet. Looks like we got to that letter before Gito. He never received his orders to slip away and make a break for the dress camp. Mixed. Now I complete my writ. I figured you'd want to witness a professional at work. After all your help, you've earned that right. The rules are quite explicit. I can only terminate the person or persons listed on my writ, and this writ only covers Tredessim. We know that's Gito, so he's my only target. A Telvanni master may be guilty of scheming, but that's nothing new. She did she? I suppose you did go out of your way to help a woman with a writ. Here you go, payment is promised. Never let it be said that Naruvirian doesn't pay for services rendered. Thanks again, hero. Now, for my final bit of business. Master Phobes, it seems your aide has been speaking out of turn.
No! Mercy, please! If you're certain, assassin, then do as you will.
No! You'll have to catch me first!
Help is so difficult to come by. Pity you had to kill one of the good ones.
Alright everyone, I think I'm going to stop there for now. Thank you for stopping by, and we'll pick back up on this on Thursday. Have a good night everyone.